Hey there, Chusima is here. Welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through just an overview of Microsoft Word environment. This is just to get you familiarized with it, get comfortable with it. In subsequent lessons, we'll start to perform some of the basic tasks you can do with Microsoft Word doc, okay? But in this video, it's just an overview. Okay, so I'm going to go over now and launch it. It's not on my desktop here. It's not also on my taskbar, so I can access it from my start screen. Okay, if you can't find it here, you can go to more command here where you find all the apps that is installed in your system. But definitely is here. This is it here. Word 2013. I'm going to launch it. So this is how Microsoft Word tries to launch. Unlike 27 version, which opens directly to the document environment, the 2013 version will open in this view where you have options of template. You can have more than just one preview of template. I don't know. I didn't update, but in your own case, you might have options of many templates if you are working with 2013 version. But you need to ignore all the template, okay? You don't need to work with the template for now. Let's first of all understand the app. We are going to do a lot of tasks helping you learn how to access some commands. By then we'll also get to the section where we talk about the template. That is actually when you can now start paying attention to all these templates you might be having here whenever you try to launch your Word doc. So when you try to launch, it's going to open to this page where you have recent. The Microsoft Word document have been used to create documents before you launch it. To find recent document here, you also have options to access from your computer. Recent document, you can access from recent document, or you access from your computer. You find the folder where your document is saved and you can access the document. But basically that is the view you have here. But what you should do is just to go with the blank document. Okay, just create blank document. It's going to load you to the document environment. So you have a default view like this. So this is the Word doc environment. If you have used or accessed 27 version before, you discover that the look is quite different, having different designs and all that. But basically you have the file menu. The file menu in the 27 version is known as the office button. It has been replaced with the file menu here. So from the file menu, you also access command like new to open new documents. Okay, you access it to this page that you always launch when you are trying to open. Open is going to try to access documents that have been saved in your system, so I can relaunch them and continue working with them. And Microsoft Word has a powerful recovery system that can help you recover your files, but always save your document. Don't depend on this. So you have options to save, print, and other commands. These are also something you'll find if you are familiar with 27 version. These are also the same command you find in that office button. Okay, that is it. Also at the top of at this file menu, also you have the menus. Okay, the home, the insert, the design. These are where you're going to be finding commands that we're going to be using to work on our documents. We are going to go into them in details to access some of these commands and also how to use it in our document. So at the top here you have the quick access toolbar. Now the quick access toolbar contain quick commands. Okay, if there are commands that you discover you always use frequently in your document, you can simply add them in your quick access toolbar. Now don't worry about which command you use frequently and all that. When you start working on documents frequently, you start to discover the commands you use more often. So you can simply add them here, or you can simply click on this arrow pointing down to remove them. So you can remove any of the quick access command you don't want, and you can also add more that you want. Okay, print preview if you want to add that. Now this will make it that whenever you want to access this command, you just click here to access them. So most of them, this command, are inside this menu. So instead of you going into the menus anytime to access them, you can simply add them on the quick access tools bar and just use them with one click. Okay, so you can also remove. So also when you find that there is a command you want to add, you can't find it in this option drop down here, you can go to more commands here. So by going to the more commands, you find options there. Anyone you think is what you always work often with, just select it, you click on add. Okay, it's going to add it here, and if you click on OK, font size is now on our quick access tools command. If I click on this arrow pointing down, is it here? if I don't have the options, if I want to remove it, I also go to more commands and I also select it, remove. Anyone you also want to remove here, you can also select it and remove it and click on OK. So it's going to remove on your quick access toolbar. So another thing on the quick access toolbar is that you can position it on the under the ribbon. Now this thing here is a menu. Here under where you find sub commands, or where you find commands under the menu, is known as the ribbon. So you can add the quick access toolbar under it. So if you click on this arrow pointing down and say show below ribbon, you see now it has removed from this top here to this ribbon here. Okay, so we can actually add it back above. So beside the quick access toolbar is your title bar. So if you rename the if you rename your document, give it a name, you will see the name here, and it's also tell you that it's a doc files. Okay, Microsoft Word. You see the also the application name here. Okay, here also you have options to minimize. Minimize, like minimizing the Office doc, is not closing it, is on the quick access toolbar. Okay, so you can actually minimize it and continue to work on other things you are doing, and after when you are ready, you can come back to restore it back. You can also restore it down. Restoring it down allows you to have it like in a short view. With this now you can have multiple view. Okay, let's say in a case whereby you want to, with this also you can even for example, I can have two view like this. Let's say I even want to insert pictures, I can just drag picture and bring it into this page. Although there are commands that you can use to insert picture here, but just to show you that you can work with Microsoft Word doc environment with other applications simultaneously by just restoring it down. I can maximize it to be a full screen. So I will just delete this, select it and press my delete key, just showing you what is possible. Okay, so also here you have the close. This is going to close a document entirely. If you have done something on the document, it will require you to save so I don't lose the file. If you say don't save, it's going to ignore everything you have done and close the document. If you say save, it's going to save to update. If you have not saved the document before, it's going to load you to give it a name and all that, and you save it. But basically that is what the X here works. Then you also have this here. You can hide your ribbon, the ribbon. Okay, that is ribbon and tab. So if you click on this arrow pointing down, let's say show tab, but you can also show tab, only the menu is going to show. Okay, the ribbon is not there. For you to access the ribbon, once you click on the menu, it's going to now appear. But that is for that command. But you can also hide both ribbon too. Now this is actually good if you are using your Microsoft Word like to illustrate, to explain to people. So you can just hide the menus and the ribbon so that it removes distraction to people based on what you are explaining. Okay, but that is actually that. You can point it, this is it here, this arrow pointing down here also. I can restore it down here and say show tabs or show tabs and command. Okay, so that is basically it about this command here. So another thing you find on the Microsoft Word here is the taskbar. On the taskbar you see numbers of page you have and also numbers of words in your document. For example, let me open new page. Control enter is going to open additional page. Control enter, control enter. Okay, so now it tells you that I'm in page 5 out of page 6. That is the status bar. Use it to know the state of your document. Okay, so if I also write, let's say I try to type. Now this is your oblong. This oblong indicates where your next typing is going to start. So wherever you see the oblong blinking, that is actually where you can start typing. So I can write come and eat. I like food, right? So you see now on the status tab, we have 3 words on our document. So with this you can know the word count in your document and also page count. Okay, so here also you have the zoom in and zoom out. You have the different view mode, read mode, we have print layout and web layout, but you can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, a lot of people like to view things in a very wide screen. Okay, now what you should know is that zooming in here doesn't affect the page size. We are going to look at how you can set up your page size and all that, but this is just the view, not the page size. It doesn't interfere with the size of the page, but this is just for you. A lot of people will have want to have, is it short-sighted or what, but like to view things in a more bolder way. So you can use the zoom tools here and you can have your document in a more bold view and all that. Okay, So you also have the way the screen is zoomed out. You also have your scroll tab. You can scroll right and left, and also you can scroll left and top and bottom. Okay, so you can also reduce the screen to normal. Okay, so these are actually different things you should understand about the document environment. So like I said, also you can actually define different section in your document. Let's say we enter next paragraph, and so anywhere the oblong is blinking is actually where your test is going to start. So you can write here, and also you can copy and paste text just anywhere, anyhow you like. You can actually copy text outside the Word document, like copy it maybe online, whatever, and just bring it inside here and just right click. You can paste. Another option, let's say you copy this, right click. I'm going to just basically show you this. Okay, let me, so I delete this. So if I can just highlight and right click and copy, right click and also paste, or you can just use this clipboard here. So this is your clipboard, so I can paste things I've copied. If I highlight, I can copy. If I highlight also, I can copy, and I can define where I want to paste it, right click, or I just use the paste here. Also, if I highlight, I can cut. So you can simply use this for quick stuff for creating document. If I right click, I can paste here, use this command here, paste, or I use the paste here. Okay, so basically just know that wherever your oblong is blinking is where your test is going to start, and you can copy around, you can copy text around in your document area. So that is basically, this is just an overview. I wanted to just help you get comfortable with the document area. Now another thing I want to point out here is that the work environment we are in here is known as document, short form of doc. Then inside document you have pages. Okay, so you have document as the file name and as a file type. Then you also have pages inside document. This is basic about the overview of Microsoft Word doc. So in subsequent videos we're going to start setting up your page size and also creating and formatting text inside Microsoft Word doc. Okay, so your task for this class is just to launch your Microsoft Word doc and familiarize yourself with the environment. Okay, and learn all these things I've just walked you through. Get familiar with it, and I will see you in the next one.